Welcome, Pisces, Aries, to your mid-month reading for May. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with your numerology. First card coming out is 41, self-discipline. The 4 is talking about the stability, of course, of being stable, right? And when talking about that new beginning, with the self-discipline, it's going to allow you to have firm foundations within yourself and everything around you. Really taking on the self-discipline for the things that you really want, whether it's a change or love or however it's perceived to you. It could even be self-care. However, all right, let's see what's going on over here. So self-discipline is going to be a big one, making sure that you are doing exactly what you need to do. Don't let yourself drop the ball, right? Hold on tight. With the Earth Star Chakra over here, it's talking about anchoring, grounding action, and Isis energy. And we were talking about, like I said, the stability, right? And that stability is coming from the root chakra. The Earth Star Chakra is actually located and kind of anchored to the root chakra about 6 to 12 inches below the root chakra, really grounding and really maintaining the anchoring, right? Really going to anchor you there as you're really planting your roots. That's saying those roots are really there and you can't move me. And this is really going to bring in that discipline because the Earth Star Chakra is about the discipline. It's saying this is where the discipline really can be, really making that shine. Okay, so then we have the memories of Atlantis, saying this is where the progress can really take off, right? This is where it's like I got the self-discipline going. I'm anchored to the ground for my action, knowing exactly what I'm doing, and then making progress as this gateway is really kind of opening up for you. Coming into a better opportunities, better understandings, all of those things really coming through. This is really going to bring you into the waiting game. Okay, so this waiting game is saying, okay, but you have to kind of wait because it's all about the balance. It's all about the patience. It's waiting for everything to start really opening up so that you can really see what you've manifested and what you've really done over here, right? Really creating things, making new decisions with the 2 as well. So the 2 is, in this card, is making final decisions, making choices that are healthy, seeing what other opportunities are available, going after those other opportunities, and of course the patience in knowing that everything has to come together within its own divine timing. 6 for the harmony. So it's bringing on a lot of harmony and peace, and it feels like if in the beginning of the month you felt kind of like maybe there was a little sensitive waters going around, or you were having kind of a hard time really breaking through something, and it feels like things may have been trying to get away from your control. This is where you kind of buckle down right now, and Spirit says you can kind of buckle down, take back whatever is kind of causing a rift within the situation to bring in a better peace, a better harmony for yourself or between you and someone else. And this is going to bring in a lot of strength. So it's almost like you're building and rebuilding all the strength. So if you feel like you did lose a little bit of confidence or a little bit of courage about how this is going to work out, Spirit says, no, you just anchor yourself back down, right? It's like, don't allow it to take over and become its own strength. You need to pull the reins back and say, no, 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 I own this, right? This is where my ownership is. I'm in control of the situation. And you'll find all this peace and harmony just kind of swallowing itself, kind of like swallowing up all the darkness, all the things that seem to be kind of gaining its own control, I guess you could say, right? And this is going to allow also any rash decisions that you were making or may have been thinking about to either take control of where it needs to be control, but they won't become so rash anymore, right? Because you're going to be able to make the wiser choice, saying, well, it won't be such a rash decision. It's now going to be a more logical situation. I'm going to take this rash decision, but I'm going to add some harmony and peace to it so it doesn't feel like it's out of anger, out of overstrength, out of just saying, whatever, just let it go, right? So it's not going to feel like it's so restrained anymore, right? You're going to allow it to just kind of fall into place as you're taking back your strength and courage and allowing this to fall and just flow. So normal way. It doesn't matter if it's a breakup or not, right? Because you could say, instead of making rash decisions about a breakup, I can do it in a more harmonious place where it doesn't hurt any of us, right? It doesn't mean it's not going to hurt our heart. People might still be pissed off, but it's not going to be so, restrained, right? Or so angry, or so fearful, or any of the toxicities that may come with that type of decision. It feels like with a rash decision, it's more like kind of just throwing the towel in, guys, right? Fine, I give up. Just whatever. But you don't want to do that, because then you'll find that you perceive that this is the wrong ways of doing things. What I need to do is become more self-disciplined within a situation so that I can feel more in control, and then it will gather strength as it's going, some way or another. And a lot of you, it is love, right? But it's also uniting on a healthier note. As we're talking about, the spirit messages coming through, it's saying, I want you to get more connected with your spirit of yourself and allow yourself and your spirit to come together for this beautiful union, so it allows the intuition and the knowing to come through. So it's really going to open up the third eye for the crown chakra to come through, so that everything seems like it's a little healthier place than it was before. So it doesn't feel as bumpy, as out of control as it was before. So with the self-discipline, you're saying, I'm in control of the situation, and I can, move the way I need to move. Whatever your situation is, right? Everybody's situation is a little different. So far you have 4 1s, 2s, 6, 4, which is breaking down again to 1, and then 6. So we have a lot of harmony over here, and a lot of change. And it's saying this will move so fast, right? And it's not going to make you feel like you're so if you ever feel like you're singled out, I don't know where that's coming from, but for somebody it feels like I keep feeling like they're singling me out for this, telling me, you're allowing something to fall apart. Maybe it's a relationship. Because it is sitting on the relationship over here. So maybe they feel like you're not feeling the quality. You just, maybe you're tempted to just let it, to just fall apart without trying to work anything out. So, but it says let your guard down a little bit, no matter what the situation is, because you don't need all of that. You need to work on grounding with your exercises. Use some meditation, do things like this, take a long bath, however it is, to get back to understanding where your self-discipline is. Saying, I can't allow this to get away. I can't allow things to overtake what I have. I have to be in control of myself, not allowing the situation to be in control. So, definitely. 4. And there's that 4 again, 4, 4, 4. So, it's really talking about being grounded, but we definitely have this Earth Star chakra, so really anchoring yourself down. I think the Earth Star chakra is going to be the one that really brings this whole thing together, guys. So, let's look up this card real fast. I just got these for my birthday, so I don't have all of them 100% down just yet. But I do know one thing. It is definitely talking, about having and activating wisdom. Just put this up here for a second, because I think this is going to be the overall card for this whole thing, because it keeps coming back to the 4s. It keeps coming back to the Earth Star chakra of being grounded, being anchored, for the vitality, for the self-discipline, for the foundations. So this card is saying it's being activated for the wisdom once you ignored what is being acknowledged. So it's saying you're kind of ignoring what really needs to come in and really take its roots back. It says there is an opportunity for you to discover magic within the situation. Stay firmly rooted in all your endeavors. Let the earth hold and sustain you. Don't rush ahead. In fact, if you've been wondering if this time to move forward is now, know that it isn't. You need to get grounded first before you start moving all over the place. See, the moving card over here is saying, I need you to, the only movement you're moving into is the self-discipline. I want you to stay grounded, because you have to move into being rooted first. So if you feel like you're like, but I have to move on. See, but that would have been that rash idea of just let it go and just screw it all, right? But no, it's saying, no, I want you to stay rooted so that way you can go the way you're supposed to be moving, so that way you can move towards the harmony, towards the peace, and really find the firm foundations and the self-discipline within yourself to gather back your strength. So you're actually moving towards the strength, not really moving towards anything else. You need to stay put for the time being. Important information is about to be revealed. So wait and stand strong with the strength, right? Taking back that, which is yours. This is a time of integration and rest rather than pushing too much, right? We don't want to push too much. Great wisdom lies within yourself. Dive deep and find it and trust in yourself. You have more strength than you realize. And that's another one. Hey, maybe I just need to move forward. I'm diving deep. Because it says you're looking for the healthy union within yourself, or maybe within the relationship or the situation, right? Because you're going to take it all back. Ooh. Gotta love these, man. They're just like super deep. You're just like, we got this, right? Yeah, so you're going to focus on the harmony and focus on gathering back the strength. So then, therefore, you can progress to where you need to progress at the perfect timing with the moon. So it's saying now, once you got that, take your cup, leave the rest behind. Now you can move. But what you're going to find is when you do start moving, you're going to have extra grounding, extra anchoring, so that way you're in control of the situation. It feels like there could be a whole situation where something is just completely trying to force its way through you, and you've just kind of either given up, or you just feel so like, I don't have any control of this situation. But actually, you are yourself. You have a lot of control over a situation, right? But not all situations, but whatever this situation is, this is the situation where you have control. Remember, we've said this in other readings, right? You have no control over the situation. Let it go. This one is different because it's saying whatever this situation is, you need to take the reins back, right? So this is, one of those things that could be a little stressful, but you need to get through it. And so it's saying, okay, so you've had a couple bumpy weeks here and there, maybe in the romantic area, and your attention needs to be set on this. You need to make maybe somebody understand something. Maybe they get their way all the time and it's hurting the work. Right? So with the self-discipline card, it's saying having the motivation and action to improve your quality of life, reminded that you need to meet the universe halfway because your dreams won't manifest by themselves. And this is a time to clarify what your goals are, how to prioritize your ideas, your actions. See, that's different. That's saying you do have the control over this situation. It's not one of those, right? This is where you're going to get encouraged and motivated and stay strong within the situation so that you can play the part that you need to play, because you have a predominant area of your life that you need to be in control of, right? Okay. This isn't one of those times where you're like, okay, I surrender. No, we've all had those readings, but not today, my friends, not today. So you know which one it is. If this resonates with you, you already know what your situation is. I'm not going to bring in a million situations. I do see love here, though. Okay? But in that way, we will see that. I'm going to get a Law and Attraction card. Using the Law and Attraction cards this month. I haven't used them for a while. Okay. And remember too, guys, that you see all this green over here? Remember, that's the heart chakra, right? So make sure that you're doing it with compassion. And remember, self-discipline is compassion to yourself, right? Some people don't want to see it that way, though, because they're going to say, oh, you're taking over so much. And you're going to say, yeah, where I let everything fall away. and I'm not gaining anything out of it. So now I need to be more self-disciplined to move into this area. Okay. And this one is shortages of time. This is 56. So 5 plus 6 is 11. So that's talking about that 2 again. So there we go. We got the 2s, the 4s, the 6, and then 8s 3 times in a row. Really watch the signs and synchronicities, my friends. The signs and synchronicities. 2s. We have like 2, 4, lots of 1s. So 2, 1. We'll just go 1, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Watch those signs and synchronicities, man, because I'm telling you, they're just a boom, 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 boom. Okay. And this one is 11, and it's talking about the 5 is the change, and the 6 is the harmony again. Bringing in the 1, which is the new opportunity, the new move, the new beginning, the beginning of something new, a new cycle. Shortages of times or money are perceptual. If you are feeling this shortage of time or money, your best effort would be to focus upon a better feeling thoughts and do more things that make you feel good. Your time is a perceptual thing. And even though the clock is ticking the same for everyone, your alignment affects your perception and well as the results of what you allow. There it is, self-discipline, what you allow, right? As you observe the enormous differences in effort that people apply and the results they achieve, you have to conclude that there is more to the equation of achieving than action alone. So it's going to be about that perception, perceiving of how you're going to take back the discipline, perceiving how much time you're going to give it. Now that's interesting because it's talking about that focus, right? Focusing on what it is to make the move. When you feel the strength, then you'll know the time to be able to move, right? With the 8 of Cups. Taking this cup, now I know. And why do you know it? Because then you have the transformation. You have the cycle change. You're going to feel the cycle shift. Okay. And it could be, you know, this whole card really right here is more, it doesn't have to be money. It could be anything. Right? Shortages of time or money or love or was or that or whatever your situation is. Because in the end, it's all the same. Right? Because no matter what, time does not perceive here on this planet as it does in the universe. It's like, you know, forever and a day. So it's all the way that we perceive on how you're going to get things done. And this is why the waiting, that's crazy because I just looked down. It's because this is where the waiting game is. Wow. Okay, my friends. And that was it for you. Until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.
Thank you.